It's been both praised and criticized. A new voting law in Texas just signed by Governor Greg Abbott. So the question now is, what will change when it comes to elections here in Bexar County, and what will change when it comes to taxpayer dollars and how those changes are funded? To bring a perspective on this, we've got the Bexar County Elections Administrator Jacque Callanen in today's KSAT Q&A. Jacque, thank you for being here. I want to just first talk about, we have so many changes and things that this legislation, this law now puts in place. Let's start with the poll watchers, because the idea of observing voters has certainly been talked about with this new law. What's going to change there?
The difference is we've had poll watchers and we've had them for years, which is, it's a good relationship. What's changed is that they will have the ability now to move around the poll site. In the past, it has said that they would sit or stand conveniently by the election table so that they could watch who was being signed in, did they qualify, and so forth. Now they have the ability to walk around the room, and we just have to make sure that they don't intimidate the voters as they are voting.
Does that include looking over someone's shoulder to see them voting? I mean, does it include that much leeway for these election poll watchers?
Well, they say not.
Okay.
Poll watchers have always been able to observe someone voting if that voter has requested to have an assistant. Then the poll watchers will go up behind them to make sure that the assistant is recording their ballot as the voter is required. But right now, we're still waiting to see that. The bill says no, they will not be watching voters actually vote on the touch screens, but they will be able to see them as they walk over to the tabulators to put their ballot in.
What does this mean for vote by mail?
For vote by mail, that seems to be the major change. Most of our voters are the over 65. It's a rite of passage. And now the voters starting next year will have to put either their Texas driver's license, their ID card, or the last four of their social on the application. And likewise, they'll have to put the same thing on the ballot after they have voted it and right before they've signed it. And so that for us, that's going to be a whole lot of new applications and new envelopes, because, of course, we are going to absolutely ensure the secrecy of the voters' information, because that mail ballot then will have, their name, their address, and one of those identifiers. So we're all looking at it. The Secretary of State is to design it. We've been on like our third version. So we have things like that we have to do.
I believe that this law also prohibits elections offices from mailing out mail-in ballots to people who are not requesting them. Is that something that was ever happening in Bexar County?
Well, the difference is that it was mailing out applications. There's a difference, and that has seemed to be a confusion. We've never been able to mail a ballot to someone unless we have an application in. And as we know, last year in November, Commissioner's Court made the decision to send out an application to everyone over 65 after Harris County did it. And that now has been set aside. The voters normally get most of those applications from consultants, because the campaigns all, hire the consultants and they do the mailings to the people over 65.
We talked earlier about the new video surveillance, not video surveillance, but video monitoring, I'll put it that way, that is going to be in the elections office for some of the biggest counties, including Bexar, that's going to be an additional expense. It's like a elections office live stream, for lack of a better word.
Yes, sir.
And that is not covered by any more state money. What are some positives that you see out of this new law that came in?
Again, the positives, when we're speaking about this live streaming, we're sort of in unknown territory on that. the cameras, we've had some vendors come in to look and see and tell us about the cameras that have to come in. But the concern with the unfunded mandate on that is that we would be required to have these, right now they're saying about 11 cameras. We'd have those on from about 2 weeks before the election to at least 2 weeks after. So we would have a month of 24-hour a day streaming, but then we must keep that. We must maintain that, all of that video for a calendar year. And that's going to be a huge unfunded mandate.
There are a lot of unknowns when it comes to this law. Cost is just one of them. But what about the challenges that this is likely to face in a court? And where does that leave your department in terms of trying to figure out the next steps? A lot of planning, I'm sure, has to go into making these changes, but you're waiting to see what happens with any challenges. Yes, ma'am. That's, Myra, you're just, you've hit the nail on the head, so to speak. I mean, the lawsuits are already out there. And in fact, I was served with another one today. And it basically is asking us to stand down until this is all decided, because there are so many pieces in SB1. So as you're absolutely right, as an administrator, we have to plan for the future, but not sort of pull the final plug on it, so to speak. And right now, we have this surprise election for District 118. And so we're doing that, and then the November election. And so we'll see how this all plays out by the time we can come up for a breath of fresh air after the November election.
We hope you can. I certainly appreciate what you and your volunteers and election judges and all of you do. And I guess if you go out and have to buy cameras that may be challenged in court, just keep the receipt. Jacque Callanen.
Thought of that. Thank you.
Thanks, Jacque. Our elections administrator for Bexar County. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Good to see you.